Why, hello there, everyone. Yours truly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Muck About with Kerbal Space Program. I have a guest with me for this kind of special episode.
Yes.
hmm
Hello.
So this episode, it's just going to be a very short one. We're going to take a sacrificial... What?
Huh? Did they just come back from the dead?
Yeah, I guess that's what Bob Kerman was doing while we weren't looking. He brought them back from the dead using technology from fucking the Wolfenstein series. He used Project Eisenfaust to turn them into mutants. Well, I mean, apparently since these assholes come back from the dead, we're gonna send Bill out to do this. I was gonna get a sacrificial Kerman to do it, but... I mean, if you insist on coming back from the dead, that means I don't have to try. We probably should use... Oh, we'll use the snat. Because it doesn't matter, because the experiment... no, not Jeb. Jeb's fun. We're going to use
Bill.
Bill for this.
Time to die, Bill. You've been wanting to do this for a long time.
Alright, so... we already have all the effort we can get from this piece of shit.
Alright. Evac.
Alright, and hey, you can see the mun over there. So this is going to take a while, so... let's talk about something as Bill waddles his way to die in the ocean.
How are you directing him to go to the ocean?
I'm just pressing the forward button.
Oh, I see.
It'll take a while, so let's talk about stuff while this goes on.
Mm.
Come on, think
Can
of
you
something.
actually make Can you make satellites in this game?
Yeah, you can, using that little Sputnik thing.
Oh, cool. So you can actually land on your space shuttle?
Like what? Land the satellite into a space shuttle?
No, no, no. You land your space shuttle on the satellite, like the kind that we have now.
Oh, you mean like we can make our own fucking planet? We can't do that.
No, no, not a planet. Just a satellite. Like
Oh, with
space
like
station.
docking attachments, you kind of can.
Yeah,
This'll be a while.
like to refuel and get extra distance.
You can kind of
Also,
do that. A lot of people do it. They basically build space stations. Let me see. Where am I going? Where are you, Bill? I think I'm going the right way. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I'm going towards the ocean. He's like a little sea turtle, waddling his way to home. Hey, he's even following the moon like a sea turtle. And he's green like a sea turtle, too.
and he's wearing a shell like a sea turtle.
I think we figured out what animals the Kerbans evolved from. Oh man, I didn't realize it'll take this long. I probably should have started in the fucking runway. I should have used the car. Should have used the
uh,
space car.
can you actually can you set up bases on other planets?
Yeah, you can actually. I believe you can. I know that with mods like the Interstellar mod, you definitely can because they can process and make fuel,
Yeah.
and it's entirely automated. So you plop them on like the mun, and you can mine your ethane, methane, ice, and water, and that sort of stuff.
So we were discussing before, like making space stations where you can dock people, right?
It's like a little space station. It's really more for prestige in the base game. It really doesn't have a lot of worth unless you put some extra stuff in it.
I see. So I mean, could you do science-related things on it?
I believe you can put science stuff on it. I don't quite know if you can do anything aside from just collect the science you've already collected, though.
I see.
Like I said, base game. It's not like it's limited. You can tell it's pretty open and big.
Oh yeah, it's really, really expansive, and you know, like the whole thing is that you fly up and you can land anywhere on the planet.
Well, you can also walk.
Do you claim territory whenever you land?
You can put a flag down. I haven't done that in like forever because I'm stupid.
So you haven't claimed any property yet.
Just where my first liquid rocket went.
I see.
I really should make like a big solid booster rocket to see how that flies. Like, kind of like the fucking, but I just attach it to one of those, and then I attach that to, like, 3 on the bottom. It could work. I mean, the daddy longlegs almost made it into a full orbit.
Oh, you mean attach a third set at the bottom?
Yeah, like, I set a bunch of those big thumper things on the bottom.
Hey, I wonder if you would double up on like the current amount you had in addition to it. You were discussing if the thrusters would force their weight to detach off the rocket, or if
well, my assumption is all that extra weight would probably bust the orthogonal structure.
I see.
There's also the matter that the more weight you put on something, the less stuff you get out of it.
True. So just another layer of rockets, and that's it.
I would have said another fuel tank would probably have done it.
Another fuel tank. Wait,
what?
You can add fuel tanks? It's not just thrusters with their own fuel...
You know those things that I was putting in between that and the engines?
Oh!
Yeah, if I put another one on the second stage, it probably would have made it into a full orbit. As it stands, that was actually one of the most successful rockets I've ever fucking made.
And hey, you did not crash the escape pod.
Yeah, I'm actually very happy of that. I'm very sad though that the mystery goo that was in it just exploded, but I could tell it was heating up. You saw those little bars there, right?
Yeah, and then I saw it like explode off of the side of the shuttle.
Just note, by the way, guys, that this is 6.5 minutes of sped up walking.
Yeah, well, hey, this is what you get if you want Kerbal suicide. They have to walk into the ocean.
Well, I'm curious to see what the effects are, because I've never seen someone do this.
This is funny, actually. Look at the way he bobs his head back and forth.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I'm going to die! This is the most effort anybody has ever put into committing suicide!
You know, you probably should have built that car. You had me drive there instead.
I see the ocean.
Yup.
Oh, we're almost there.
I'm actually very tempted to... You know what? I'm going to do it. Yeah, okay, the entire final section is going to be silent, and it's going to be, I need very majestic music for this. Very fitting.
I know what it is. It's, Sigrid's funeral?
No, not the funeral dirge. I want something kind of like what you'd hear at the triumphant end of the movie.
That is it. It's the song that they use in Excalibur.
Oh, the funeral dirge?
Yeah, it's not a funeral dirge. It's like a Viking. It's from a Viking play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, when we get to the edge, we're going to actually mute our mics. And by our mics, I mean I'm going to cut the audio here and walk in normal time into the ocean and see the results. We're getting there. As an aside, if you move your camera, he moves with it.
Yeah, he changes direction.
He's very bloody-minded. I gotta follow this moon to the ocean to breed. He's like Zoidberg's race in Futurama. They'll die when they're done. I also like how the moon's in the kind of the Milky Way galaxy bar.
Yeah.
It's like very accurate, like, charting. I wonder if there's constellations in here. I'm curious. I think there is, actually. I see, like, a Big Dipper. I wonder if they actually put effort into that, or... Is that, like, Orion over there? I don't know. It might be Scorpio.
The longer I walk, the further away my destination gets.
The longer I walk, the closer I get to answering the biggest mystery of life. Does the Kraken exist? And no, that's an actual joke in the community. Basically, in earlier games, physics would have essentially shit its pants and cause things to explode for no reason. And what they eventually called it was the giant space kraken. And you can find it somewhere. I think you can find it somewhere. It's like a little Easter egg somewhere. Actually, no. It's by Richard Wagner, The Ring, Sigrid's Death, and Funeral March. That's going to play. Not quite yet. We're close though. We can see the beach.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll just leave a link
now.
There we go. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna have this entire... No, a little closer, I think. Alrighty then. I think that's close enough. What about you?
Yep.
Let us go to normal speed again. Imagine if I did this in real time. It would have took 34 fucking minutes. As it stands, it's 10 minutes. Let's take a surface sample. The substance is what makes the scientists yell at us when we go into the labs without cleaning our boots first. What?
Oh, it's dirt.
Wow, that's a lot of science.
Yeah.
Transmit this data. No comm device able. Take an EVA report. I don't think a spacesuit was necessary to get here, was it? Damn, that's a lot of science for Kerman. We will plant a flag here. Alright.
This is where I killed myself.
No, I know what to call it. Bill. Suicide note. There we go. And off we go to the final march. What?
What?
He can swim?
Oh, I thought they would just drown.
Same here.
He really is a turtle.
He's going back to his people. I thought he couldn't swim, guys.
Wait. Go over to that fucking debris.
Where?
To the left. Go to the left. Do you see that?
That's a flag.
Oh, that's the flag. Okay.
Alright. I could have swore that he would have died if he was in the ocean, so we learned something new today, guys. They don't die if they're in the water.
Only if they crash into it.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's the same as crashing into the ground.
Alright, so we learned something new, so with that in mind, yours truly.
And yours insincerely.
Signing off.
Later.